Speed's coverage of the NASCAR Sprint All-Star Race is brought to you by Sprint. For more Sprint Cup Series, go to sprint.com/speed. By Carfax. And by NASCAR Banking, only from Bank of America. Your debit card, your credit card, your driver. Learn more at a Bank of America Banking Center. 13 laps to go in segment one, and Jimmie Johnson not only held on to his 2-second lead, he has padded it by another half second over Kurt Busch.
But just watching these cars go around the racetrack and looking at these lap times, I tell you, when we stop this race and we get everybody bunched back up, I think you're going to see a lot of different agendas here, and you're going to see some cars that haven't been up front that are going to get up front.
Now, Carl Edwards has moved up to 7th place, but is it a strong 7th, Steve?
Mike, two quick updates for you. Ryan Newman stopped unexpectedly on lap 36. I just talked to Bobby Hutchins. He said they think something broke in the suspension. They're not sure what. Also, Carl Edwards, the 99, they think they have a loose lug nut on the right front, but he is not going to come in.
Well, he's got to ride it out for 12 more laps, and there's Ryan Newman right now. He is a lap down. Of course, we still, even though this is a special event,
it don't look like it's dragging right there.
We still have the free pass, but you can see the sparks. Something's definitely broke on that 39 car. You can see the left front's down.
Yeah, the splitter is hitting the ground.
Splitter looks okay, Ryan. It's something a little further back that's dragging, it looks like.
Maybe a brace under there, but something, it looks like, I thought it was a splitter.
Casey Kane has just moved past Bobby Labonte. That's for 11th, just outside the top 10. We're at 10th place. Joey Logano has picked up 11 spots from where he started.
This is a repeat of that first 25 lap segment. The 2 and the 24 are starting to eat back into the 48's lead now.
And I'm going to tell you who else is back there that's pretty quick, Darrell. Right behind Jeff Gordon in the 24 is Mark Martin in that 5 car. We know he's pretty happy with his car right now.
Mark is the second fastest car on the racetrack that lap to Jeff Gordon.
Well, I never thought I'd say this, and not in Mark's career, but he's the hottest driver on the racetrack.
The kid, Mark Martin,
and he has the kid above his door this week.
He does. I'm telling you, he's on fire.
Called old man.
He's on fire.
Age 50.
Ain't no crazy old man driving that car, I can tell you.
And still winning.
This battle here just will not go away with 9 laps to go in this first segment. The battle for second between Kurt Busch and Jeff Gordon. Kurt continues to run the high side. Gordon's hugging the bottom.
But like you said, as they look in their rearview mirror, right behind them, Mark is closing on them. And not too far behind Mark is the 18, who's trying to overcome that mistake in the pits.
Now, Mark Martin's won 2 races this year. Weren't they both on Saturday nights?
Yes,
they were.
Yeah, they were.
Phoenix and Darlington.
They really were.
Phoenix and Darlington.
In the nighttime.
You know, I know we have possibly a loose wheel on the 99, but I've got to say, I was pretty impressed with the fact the only mistake we had out of 21 race teams on those green flag stops was the mistake of the 18 sliding through his pit box.
Well, these are the best 21 race teams in NASCAR right now.
And they had practice last night.
Right.
I mean, last night they had to come on pit road after making a qualifying lap, and get down there and make that pit stop. So I think that really helped them tonight.
Coming up, 2 20-lap segments and then a 10-lap shootout to finish this off. Here is 5th place Kyle Busch. He got back one of those spots he lost on pit road, but not the other.
You know, we've got the 4 Hendrick Chevrolets, and we have 10 Chevrolets in this race. We got the 4 Hendrick Chevrolets in the top 8. A pretty dismal night for the Richard Childress Chevrolets. Right now, they are running 17th, 18th, and 19th. That's Harvick, Boyer, and Burton.
Right, they're going the opposite of that list you just saw of drivers moving to the front. This this just won't quit right here. The only way they're going to end this battle is to throw that caution flag. Side by side and about a foot apart as they exit to turn 4.
The amazing thing, though, Mike, even running side by side, they're still about 2/10 quicker than leader Jimmie Johnson right now.
Yeah, Jimmy's car just kind of comes, it looks like it picks up a lot of push right at the end of the run.
Well, it's a short run car, Darrell, and what we got next? A 20-lap, a 20-lap, and a 10-lap segment.
Yeah, no,
and that's 20 laps since they had that green flag stop right there.
This is just like the last, it's working out just like it did last time. I think it'll be interesting, though, to see when everybody gets caught back up and make a few adjustments here and see if they can keep up with him or not.
Darrell, you got a guy on your outside like Kurt Busch, like right there, and you go at it side by side for 4 or 5 laps. It's got to be fun for a while, but at what point does it just get aggravating?
Well, you do get aggravated, but also think about this. You're going to be in that condition.
And then I go, as soon as I'm good for a couple laps, then I get tight.
Okay, so he's setting up for this 10-lap shootout. I'm going to be in this condition. I got to figure out what I need to do to my car to be able to make it work right when it counts. A lot of times, guys, you know, we see guys riding. You say, oh, they're just riding around. No, they're not. No. They're thinking.
We know for sure we will have 2 more cautions before we have that 10-minute break, and that's what these guys are setting up for, trying to make sure they make the right adjustments. You can still see something dragging on Ryan Newman in the 39 car. Jimmy Johnson gets by him, then that will put Ryan Newman 2 laps down.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't want to stay up too close to him. Get by him in a hurry.
I think that next caution is going to come just right, though, for Brad Keselowski, because he's not too far out in front of leader Jimmy Johnson right now.
But you know what I think that the 48 car may be trying to do is not put Ryan that other lap down. I believe he's trying to let. I think he's trying to, but as he looks in his mirror, he says, I can't help you out, dude.
Nope,
I got to go.
If he does.
But I'm like you, Darrell, with the left front dragging and sparks flying. I don't know if I want to sit there and ride by that 39 car too long.
Well, I just think that probably the 39 bunch is begging Jimmy Johnson not to pass him. I'm sure the spotters saying, you know, help us out, help us out.
Well, in the meanwhile, look at that 2 car and 24 car. They're going to try to get the lead from Jimmy Johnson through 3 and 4.
If Jimmy wants the bonus for leading this segment, he's got to go, and now. 50 laps comes up right here. Who's going to lead it? Johnson by half a car length.
And I really, really believe that was just trying to help that 39 bunch out. He almost cost him, but
now we have completed 50 laps, and there's the caution.
Well, that got entertaining right at the end.
It did. So I mean, Jimmy he'll be in the front. He was leading at the halfway mark, and Ryan didn't go that other lap down, and I just know that was helping out.
Really good job, man. Really good job.
This is doubly good for Newman, because not only did he stay in front of Johnson and save a lap, now he gets the free pass because he's the only lapped car. Ryan Newman is now back on the lead lap.
So you know, I know that was probably being orchestrated right at the end right there. It almost cost Jimmy Johnson, but it really did help out Ryan Newman.
But, you know, this is a caution. This may give that 39 team a chance to rectify the problem. Now, I think here's the scenario. We know we have 20 laps to run, and we're going to get another caution. I think it's a no-brainer for most of the guys in the top 8 or 10. You know what? Come get your 4 fresh tires. Right. But I'll almost guarantee you, Darrell, we may have some gambles at the back of maybe guys just changing 2 right-side tires, trying to get that track position.
I just don't know about Jimmy Johnson's car, Larry, because it seems like it really falls off at the end of these runs. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do.
That's okay with me, Darrell, because they're not going to have to run this far again tonight.
Right.
Hard to believe they can set that up as a 20-lap or 10-lap car, and then it just goes away like it does.
A lot of it's set up, but the other part of it is air pressure. Knowing exactly what air pressure to have in that car, in those tires, to make the car handle that well that long.
All right, pit road's open. We're under the competition yellow at lap 50. Dick Berggren.
And Matt Kenseth's crew is going to put just outside tires on his car, Mike. The car is sliding the nose, and as soon as he gets on the gas, it goes tail happy, goes right out sideways. They're going to try to tighten up the back end to help Kenseth in the 17. Steve Burns.
Well, Dick, Jeff Gordon said the car is pivoting on the right front too much, which makes him very free. They're going to make a track bar adjustment. They're doing that right now. 4 tires, Matt.
Significant track bar adjustment for the 48 of Jimmy Johnson. After about 10 laps, he says the car goes from free to tight. Air pressure change for the 2 of Kurt Busch. He also feels like his car way too tight that run compared to the first.
What I saw was 4 cars that went with 2 tires. The 17 of Kenseth, the 26 of McMurray, the 77 of Hornish, and Kyle Busch, the 18 car.
We've got some gamblers.